princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about products from the Holika Holika Pastel Haze collection. I picked these up a while ago. It has been a while since I filmed. I am so sorry, but you know, life. And I've been trying them out for quite a while, so I definitely have a good grasp of what I like and what I don't like about these products. So if you'd like to see how I achieved this look and a little bit about each of these products, then please just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to be starting with my base today, and I'm going to be mixing two foundations together. Surprise! One is the Morphe 2 Tinted Skin Tint, which has a really good undertone but is too dark. And then is the Innisfree Simple Label Tinted Moisturizer in the shade number 1, which is a little bit too pinky toned but is a better shade level. I've done this a few times before and it works okay. It's not like 100% the best, but it works. And I was kind of thinking about maybe making like a cushion out of the two mixed foundations so that I could use it a little bit more easily, because otherwise I'm mixing it on the back of my hand and it's a little bit tricky. And you never really get the same shade match, right? Like, because I don't know how much I'm mixing of each of these things. I'm just trying my best, but that's how it turns out. It's quite nice and like light and more warm toned, so that's good. My skin today is looking fairly nice, which is great. And I'm going out for like a work meeting, so it's not like a high coverage glam kind of day. It's a natural weekend tinted moisturizer sort of thing. I have been so slow with putting out videos lately, and I'm so sorry. Everything in my life has just been quite hectic. Unfortunately, this is a low priority for me because it doesn't make a huge amount of money. It's not something that I can sustain myself on, and so I need to prioritize the things that actually, you know, make money, that pay my bills so I can eat food, that sort of thing. And it's great because, you know, I've got a lot of work to do, which means that I'm making more money. So, you know, we don't complain about that. However, it does just mean that I have to put this a little bit more on the back burner and get the videos out when I'm able to, rather than prioritizing this and missing out on the rest of the business stuff that I'm doing. I'm sure you guys understand, and I am very thankful that I don't have people sort of commenting being like, oh, why don't you post more often? That sounds like really whiny, but I do see it like with other creators, but realistically it's just not always possible. So this is how it looks. I think that the color match is way better. It is slightly like a little bit too bright still, so I probably could have used a little bit more of the Tinted Skin Tint, but mixing the two actually works well in terms of the coverage as well. So I think that this looks really pretty. I'm going to powder my face using a bit of the very last of this Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and I'm using my Zoeva 106 powder brush to do this. And I'm picking up and putting a bit of it on the forehead, around the eyes, around the side of the nose, and on top of the nose, because I'm probably going to wear glasses today. Or it could be contact lenses. Honestly, I haven't worn contact lenses in ages, but I'm only going out to one meeting, so it seems pointless to wear a $3 pair of contact lenses, because, oh, there's a huge jelly long legs there. It seems pointless to wear the really expensive contact lenses for like what, an hour-long meeting. Financially it's a waste of money. So I just dusted the last bit on the cheeks and then sort of like down the neck, and that is the skin all done. Moving on to the eyebrows, I'm going to be using my normal Innisfree two-tone brow kit, and I'm going to do a basic fill in for the mostly on the tail of the brows, and then I'm going to use the Morphe what was it called, brow crush gel, I think. I'm going to put that more in the front of the brow, so I'm just going to fill in these little bold spots, help shape the eyebrow overall. I think I want to straighten up my brows again. I've been doing like more of a little semi-curved, slightly arched shape for a few years now in comparison to what I had before, which was a straight brow, but I kind of want to go back to the straight brow because this one is already more straight than that one. The problem is that this one is has a bald spot in it, so right there the eyebrow actually doesn't grow any hair, so for this I have to kind of like round it out a little bit anyway. So I don't know, whenever I try and change like eyebrow style, I actually shave them into that style rather than like pluck or wax them. because that way if I don't like it, it will grow back within like a week or two, so you know, no loss. So then I'm going to use the brow mascara, well, brow gel, and I'm going to flick up the front part and then put some on the rest of the brow for good measure. And that is how the eyebrows are looking. They look quite nice. Then I'm going to be using the Holika Holika Pastel Days. Pastel Days? Is this what this collection is called? Pastel Haze. Got it. And this one is in the shade Merry. So it's the little browner one. There's another one that I have, which I bought both of them, which is more pink. So I'm going to be using this one, and I'm going to be going for a very general, easy Becca look. We're going to be using this one in the crease, this one in the outer corner, and this one over the lid for the inner corner of the lid sparkle. So I'm going to pick up that medium brown using my 228 Luxe Crease brush from Zoeva. It's quite light, so I'm going to pick up a fair amount of it. And just because my skin is like a little bit more on the light side, we're not going to do too heavy of a look today, so there's only going to be like a tiny amount of that darker colour in the outer third. I have done this look before though, and it looks really nice. So in general, I find with these eyeshadows that they are not super pigmented, which I personally like quite a lot. So I find them easy to use, easy to blend, no problems at all. I'm going to put that on the outer third and the lower lash line. Kind of bring it towards the center. Like that. And then also on the other eye. And then just a tiny amount of that darker colour. I'm just going to put it near the lash line in the outer third. And then blend it in. You can see a bit of my like veiny eyelid, by the way, because I didn't prime my eyelids and I just used a tinted moisturizer on it, but I'm okay with that. But like the tiniest amount also in the outer third. Then with the flat shader brush, this is the 234 Luxe Smoky Shader. I'm going to be picking up this shimmery colour. Oh, it's so pretty! So these shimmers remind me so much of the Pastel Dream collection from, oh my gosh, I can't remember what brand that was. It's not one that I've used much of. And I really like the shadows, but I did find that they had like a really big overspray. So the first few times I used them, they were like this, like really nice and shimmery. I put a little bit more on. Yeah, like that, so nice. But then as I used them more, I found that the shimmer like was not the same. So it wasn't that I was blending the shimmer, it was actually that the shimmer itself was not the same because it had an overspray. And that is how it looks there, which is really pretty, I think. It's like cute, soft, subtle, but like not too intense. Then using my black Dolly Wink liquid liner, I'm going to do a small half wing. Alright, one of them looks a little bit ratchet, but that's okay. I might just like thicken this one a little. Yeah, that didn't help at all, but that's okay. Then I'm going to curl my lashes using my Uemura eyelash curler and use my Heimish Dailism mascara as usual. And this is how we are looking. I think that it is a really cute look. It's not too intense, and it goes nicely with like the tinted moisturizer sort of thing. I think that the eyeshadows are nice and easy to blend. They're very basic, but they are very nice. So I definitely like the eyeshadows. So I'm going to go fix my hair, and I will be back to do the cheeks and the lips. Alright, that's kind of slightly fixed. I don't really know what's going on with the fringe at the moment, so we're just going to like not think about it. For blush, I'm going to be using the Pastel Haze blush in Clean Pink. This is one of the piece matching blushes that Holika Holika does, so it's nothing that's like totally new. It just must be like a new colorway. So it is quite a bright pink, so I'm going to apply it pretty sparingly. Like, yeah, I say pretty sparingly as I've already gone in multiple times. It's not a hugely bright color, but I'm just going to give like that much. Like, it's a little flush of color to the cheeks, but it's not much because again, tinted moisturizer, it'll wear off during the day as well. And I just don't want to look too bright. And a bit on the nose as well because, again, I think that's cute. Okay, so that is the blush. It is very sheer. You can put more on if you'd like to, but I am going to go with that for today. I'm going to do one quick little additional step, which is using this Innisfree Luminizer, and I'm going to put it just on the Cupid's bow. Just a teeny amount. Because again, I think it looks cute. And last but not least, we have the balms. These are the Milky Dew balms. I think I tried these in their Becca collection also. And this one, oh, this one is in the shade number 5, which I think is called Pana. This one is definitely my favorite. It's the most like MLBB for me, and I think that it just looks really, really pretty. So this is how the whole look is looking. In terms of the collection, I feel like the Pastel Haze collection is really pretty. I think it's really nice. I think that it's probably, I don't know if I would recommend it to everybody though. Like, it's just a little bit basic in the nicest way possible. Like, everything is great, and if you are a beginner and you don't really have that much makeup in your collection already and you want something that's nice and inexpensive, good quality, and just like the basics, then it is definitely one that I would recommend for you. Like, there are two eyeshadow palettes. There's like this one is the warmer browns, and then there's one that has like the cooler pinks, and then there are 3 blushes. There's an orange, a purple, and a pink, and then 5 lipsticks. Well, 5 lip balms. And I'm pretty sure that is it for the collection. That is all that I have, at least. So I've showed you one of each of the things in this makeup look. I would recommend the balms, I think. Like, I'm still kind of on the fence with the balms. It's very annoying. Like, I think that they look really beautiful freshly applied, and then sometimes they dry down really weird on my lips, but not all the time. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what is happening with that. But obviously this shade is super beautiful and I love it very much. So that is it for this look. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.